Well, it's time for another video. And I don't know what happened to the one yesterday. When I went to make it go live, it wouldn't let me, and I had to go to another page to bring it up again. And then I didn't even look at it for like 8 hours after I uploaded it. And it ended up being double exposed, and the colors were all messed up. I was able to upload another video and put it in the link as a link to on the previous one. I didn't want to delete the comments and everything, so I did it that way. Anyway, the title for the video for the 28th of July is The Clinton Crime Family. No, they are not the only ones, but Hellary is running for president of the corporation. Yes, I purposely misspelled her name. How can this be allowed? Oh yes, blackmail. Apparently the Clintons have dirt on just about everyone in Washington. Most likely all the players of that crime syndicate are involved. But what about the new financial system supposedly in place? Does the new gold-backed monetary system come with political reforms? If not, nothing changes. Are you confused? Welcome to the club. Confusion is their game plan. Someone is even exposing freedom fighters like David Icke as con artists. I've had threats myself. When will the real powers that be, as in the creator, finally fix the problem of evil domination of good? It won't happen on a Clinton watch. Yes, I've been paying attention to the political stuff. I've actually listened to a bunch of Donald Trump things, including one that was very, very good that goes back a few decades. And he has been outspoken about certain things his whole career. And of course, anybody that makes the amount of money that he's been able to make has to be able to play both sides against the middle, so to speak. So I'm interested in seeing how that scenario plays out. I was also somewhat interested in Bernie Sanders. I have friends, the group that I belong to, the discussion group that I belong to, there were Bernie Sanders supporters, a couple of them, and a handful or so that were strongly supporting Trump. I was sort of in the middle between them, as were others. I mean, I wasn't the only one that was in the middle, but I was adopting a wait and see attitude. I certainly didn't want Hillary. I would never want a Bush or a Clinton, or Obama seems worse than both of them. He's an amalgamation of the worst elements in both the Bush and the Clinton syndicates. And of course, it's the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and people of that ilk that have poisoned the world. And probably behind that, there's some Luciferian complex of extraterrestrial beings that are shapeshifters or whatever. I don't know. But I do know, I did look up again the video that was sent to me that was supposedly exposing David Icke as one of the insiders that was providing disinformation for everybody. But the person who made the video doesn't even bother to give us his name, which that automatically, I'm sorry, if a person can't give their name, they have nothing to offer as far as I'm concerned. They're cowards. They're not willing to say, this is what I'm saying. And that includes anonymous. And I listen to a lot of anonymous videos, but I don't believe in being anonymous. I believe in being our full self, using our own given name, not some made up fictional name from some spiritual club, but the real name. And at least the Clintons use the name that that I suppose they've been given. Well, those people say Bill Clinton was actually a Rockefeller progeny. You know, he was fathered as an illegitimate son of a Rockefeller. Whether that's true or not, I have no way of knowing anymore what truth is. There was a time in my life that I believed certain things to be true. I have gone through a period, this year especially, where I've questioned everything, and I'm still there. I'm still questioning everything. I'm not going to vote in any upcoming election as long as the cabal remains in power. Once the kingpins of the cabal are taken out publicly and not executed but imprisoned for the crimes that they've committed, and all of their wealth is distributed to people of the world so that poverty is erased, then I will maybe look at helping people that want to help humanity. But the cabal doesn't have any intention, never did, of helping humanity. It's about milking humanity. It's about controlling humanity. It's about destroying humanity's knowledge and free will, so that humanity becomes the puppet or the slave of these demonic elements. And I'm sorry, I'm not interested in that. And I'm not interested in going after people like David Icke. David Icke, as far as I know, that's his real name. I've been listening to him when he didn't have anything, when he was just starting out, and he'd set up chairs and there might be a handful of people that would show up for his conferences. Now, as I said in a previous video, he packs the largest stadiums and housing, or the largest convention centers and stuff like that. He packs them all over the world. And I think he's done an outstanding job of helping wake people up to some of the realities. Now, some of the things that he teaches, as far as shape-shifting and stuff like that, I'm not sure. It sounds far out. I've never witnessed it myself. I've seen videos of supposed shape-shifting. I've heard people testify themselves that they have seen it, but I personally have not. So I withhold judgment on that area and other areas where I don't see it. But I applaud people that use their name and aren't afraid to put their face and their name out there and speak their truth to the best of their ability and try to make a difference on a planet that has been run by demons for far, far, far too long. And why a loving God, or how a loving God would ever allow that is beyond me. Some people say that they are a race, and then there's two brothers that are competing. One of them we look at as the Christ, and the other we look at as the devil. And the devil, and this is a Jewish man saying that the devil actually was the one, or the demonic one, is the one that gave us the Old Testament, and then Christ gave us the New Testament. But then it might be actually the opposite. Yeah, and there's another confusing video. I listened to the whole thing. There's a lot of interesting things out there, but the last thing I would like to see in the United States, because as the United States goes, the whole rest of the world will be involved. And as long as the Clinton crime family is able to hold the authorization of power by this criminal elite, humanity is headed for destruction, and the earth will be wiped out once again. That's how I see it. I hope that's not the reality. I'd like to see real divine intervention, but will we? I don't know the answer. Thank you very much for listening, and namaste.